the early 1950s, Monsignor John Mulls, our third pastor, began an ambitious redecoration of the church's interior. The mosaic portrait of Jesus and the Apostle Thomas that's on the back wall of the sanctuary was replaced with another rendition of Thomas and Jesus. And it was imported from Italy, as were also the Stations of the Cross. They had I understand, Miss Judy, you might know. And the church had very, very dark stained glass windows.
I remember that.
Okay. Well, it was up. Now, Monsignor Mulls decided they were too dark, and he changed all the stained glass windows to let a little more light in the church. Well, I'll see you later. Let's move up a little more. More changes were made in 1970 as a result of the Vatican II directives. The altar was turned around to face the congregation. The liturgy was celebrated in English or whatever the language of the country was, rather than in Latin. And a new emphasis was placed on the role of the laity in the life of the church. It was an exciting and refreshing time for the whole parish. Now this evening I've only scratched the surface of St. Thomas's history. Suffice to say, the parish has achieved much over these 100 years, among them being blessed to have produced a large number of vocations to the priesthood and religious. Noteworthy is Anthony J. Bevilacqua, who graduated St. Thomas School in 1937 and became Bishop of the Diocese of Pittsburgh. He retired recently in 2003. Now, over these 100 years, St. Thomas has also been blessed with 8 wonderful pastors. And I'd like to mention them now. Monsignor Andrew Klarman, Monsignor George Master, Monsignor John Mulls, Reverend Charles Jesberger, Monsignor Richard Chichester, Monsignor Joseph Matusiello, Reverend William Hoppy, and our new pastor, Reverend Father Tumino. These pastors, along with their assistant priests and religious, made their contribution to the spiritual and civic needs of not only St. Thomas the Apostle parishioners, but also to the Woodhaven community. It's going to be my honor this evening to introduce you to my pastor, Father Tumino. Father arrived here exactly a year ago this month, and immediately endeared himself to everyone he met. Now, as he carries out his pastoral duties here at St. Thomas, plus being director of liturgy for the diocese and the new kid on the block, we look forward to the future and his leading St. Thomas the Apostle into the start of the coming 100 years. Now I would like to ask our board member here, Roger Henning, to come up here and together we will
board member of the Block Association and member of the Pastoral Council, I'd like to make this presentation.
As Joe was mentioning the list of the pastors of St. Thomas, I was thinking of the list of pastors that's listed in our sacristy, which very dutifully notes the date of their service, including their date of death. I'm very happy to say that Father Poppy is here with us this evening, very much alive. And very much a part of the very generous welcome I received when I came to Woodhaven. I can't imagine a more wonderful transition with a pastor that actually took me to the bank, took me to different places, wanted to share with me a place that was very special to him. And it goes without saying that everywhere I go, people will tell me something about Woodhaven. Everywhere I go, people will tell me that there is relatives, family members of mine that lived in Woodhaven over the generations. My parents went to Franklin Cane Lane High School. They came by for a drive-by one day and promptly told me all the different things that had happened in their life, living in East New York and going to high school at Lane. But it gives me great joy as we begin our 100th anniversary year to be able to be with the Woodhaven Block Association and to accept this honor on behalf of all my parishioners who, like Joe, make it very apparent that it is wonderful to have a pastor and that it is wonderful to have a parish. I'm grateful to the generosity of so many people throughout the 100 years, those who are part of St. Thomas, those who are part of us because they're just connected to the neighborhood and to the community. I am grateful and I thank you and I invite you all to share with us as we begin our 100th anniversary and we look forward to the next 100 years. Thank you.